Hey team, I just wanted to share some thoughts and some revelation that I've received during a personal offsite. I don't know if you've ever experienced one of those, but often as a team, uh, teams will go somewhere at different seasons, maybe at the start of a year, maybe in the middle. They're seeking some fresh revelation or just trying to get vision for the future. I don't know if you know this, but you can do that personally. A couple years ago, I was challenged to do one of these, one in a year. And I was like, oh man, a whole day by myself. What am I going to do? What does that look like? Completed that. I'd love to share sometime what that was like. And it was just so good for my soul. As many of you know, after my son Toby's accident, I shared that I just was in great need of some time off, some rest. And that's a lot of what, for me, a personal offsite is. It's a rest from the busyness of work, of even family, the going and the going. I turn my phone off for a few hours, sometimes for a whole day. I don't check email, all those things, just so that I can hear from the Lord. And usually I'll go to a place that I don't normally work out of. So today I'm down in the Richmond offices. I'd never been down there. So just hanging out, got the door closed, music going, reading a book, journaling, I've been praying and reading my Bible. But what I wanted to share with you was about small beginnings. I don't know how many of you know, but my first Sunday serving at the Spotsy campus before I was on staff was the very Sunday that we launched the Spotsy campus at the new building, at the building. And I remember the excitement. I remember all the people coming and going. And then I remember COVID. I remember what it was like when we weren't in the building meeting. Our first rally that was on Zoom, I cried because I missed being together. I remember coming back in the building and just that feeling of loss coupled with, okay, yay, we're back. And that idea of rebuilding. And what we're seeing now is exciting, but it's also easy to look back and remember what was and mourn a little bit and think that where we're starting out now is a small beginning. I want to read where that passage comes from in Zechariah. It says, "Do not despise the small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin, to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hand." This is Zechariah 4:10. He is tasked with rebuilding the temple. And so the plumb line, of course, they're making sure the walls are straight. But the Lord tells them not to despise the small beginnings. What they're seeing, the Lord is rejoicing in. The Lord rejoices in us picking up the tools He's given us and getting to work. And I had to have a moment of confession before the Lord where I said, God, I'm so sorry that I have despised and seen as insignificant something that you celebrate. And so I asked God in this time, what do you see? What is it that you are celebrating? And as He revealed those things to me, it's in that I was like, I have got to share this part. So the question I asked the Lord again was, in the small beginnings, what is it that you see that you celebrate? And this is what He shared with me. He said He sees the remnant, those who stayed, the ones who have not given up or lost sight of the vision. I see the faithfulness. I see what will be. I see who will come next, those who are going to come into leadership after us. Maybe it's our kids, as my son is in college right now, and I know someday he's going to be a leader somewhere. He comes after us. I see my kingdom come in small things. So If I can encourage you with anything today, it is to celebrate the small beginnings and remember what it is that God sees in those. He sees you and me, and He celebrates that we get to work. I love you guys so much. I cannot wait to get to serve alongside you this Sunday.